Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what Indians are all about.
I still say we Indian people are believers in the truth. This is the way of life that was given to your people. You're born an Indian, you're going to die an Indian. Indianness is a good life. You're facing an Indian this afternoon.
Good Saturday afternoon out there, everyone. I'm Jason Salzman.
And I'm Neely Soodle.
And welcome to your number one source for Native American television news.
Native News Today.
Yes, Neely, we have a great episode lined up for everybody out there. We're so excited to tell you about some great events this weekend. Very much so. At the top, though, is the Muskogee Creek Nation Hall of Fame Gala.
That's right, and this is the third annual, and it's going on this evening at the Tulsa River Spirit Event Center. 4 people going to be inducted. 4
people that have done many, many great things, not only in the Muskogee Creek Nation. We have an honorary inductee that's an Olympic gold medalist. I mean, a little bit of something for everybody if you're going to recognize these achievements of these folks. So it's going to be a great night. Everybody dressed up. You got a dress picked out? Or?
I think I'll just surprise everyone.
Oh, there you go.
So I really haven't put any time into it, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, you're going to be there looking great and also getting us some footage. So we'll have you guys something from that for next week, and definitely want to stay tuned with Native News Today. You also got a chance this week to go downtown to talk about a big event in Altmulgee this weekend.
I know, and to try some chili, so we'll have a little bit more about that.
You got it. The 2014 Harvest Spoon Chili Festival, downtown Altmulgee, Muskogee Creek Nation, a big joint sponsor in that event. So definitely wanted to highlight that. We got a Native American Fitness Council coming into town. We'll tell you about that too. All that and more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this first break.
Muskogee Creek Nation Tourism and Recreation wants to keep your calendars updated with big events this fall. It all starts with the Hall of Fame Gala at the River Spirit Event Center in Tulsa on October 18th, benefiting the Creek Nation Scholarship Foundation and the Creek Festival. The following Saturday, October 25th at 2 p.m., join us to commemorate Tulsa's beginning at the Council Oak Ceremony. And finally, November 1st at the Claude Cox Omniplex in Altmulgee, celebrate the Indian Fall Festival, featuring native-made art, music, and food. Don't miss any of these great events from Muskogee Tourism and Recreation.
We believe if you teach a man to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. We believe that transitioning convicted citizens back into our communities enhances public safety. We believe that every citizen, even ex-prisoners, are important and are capable of change. We believe in reclaiming our citizens and investing them back into a culture that embraces healing and restoration.
We believe
in reintegration.
Looking for your next 18-hole adventure? Then take a look at Fountainhead Creek Golf Club. Nestled in the beautiful confines of Lake Eufaula State Park, large sloping greens and well-placed bunkers characterize the Muskogee Creek Nation's Floyd Farley designed course and offers a fine test of skill for any golfer. Stay up on all the latest gear and equipment with a visit to our pro shop. Have lunch at the Turn at the Clubhouse Grill. We're waiting to accommodate you at Fountainhead Creek. Give us a call at 918-689-3209 or visit fountainheadgolf.com to book your next round. Fountainhead Creek Golf Club, close to home, far from ordinary.
Hi, I'm George Tiger, Principal Chief of the Muskogee Creek Nation. We are excited once again to present the Muskogee Hall of Fame Induction Gala. This year's event will be held at the River Spirit Event Center on the banks of the beautiful Arkansas River in Tulsa. You're invited to come and join us as we enshrine the most worthy and notable individuals into the Muskogee Hall of Fame. The formal gala will be held on Saturday, October 18th at 7 p.m. and will include a silent auction and dinner. Dressed as black tie or cultural traditional. Proceeds of the annual event benefit the Muskogee Creek Nation Higher Education Scholarship Foundation and the Muskogee Festival. Once again, join us as we benefit this most worthy cause.
Nak aza gidomen. Ajay Jahaniat, Omen, Ibuwakidos.
Daniels in Ogitskish, Bonshongi Benoat, Bomio, Boshomizatlish.
Momes, Harishongigo Imongin, Hobidagi, Ani Omaga, Bomaha Hoye, Imongin Oma, Bonshomegigos. For more information about Muskogee language preservation, please call us at 918-732-7724.
I'm Principal Chief George Tiger of the Muskogee Creek Nation with my good friend Anthony Phillips. As a consensus All-American, an academic All-American, and a national champion at the University of Oklahoma, Anthony knows the importance of balancing the athletic and academic arenas.
That's right, Chief. Statistics show that student athletes are more goal-oriented and are higher achievers in school. Success requires a balanced approach and plenty of support.
The Muskogee Creek Nation supports our student athletes.
And welcome back to Native News Today. I'm Neely Soodle along with Jason Salzman. A great Saturday afternoon here in Muskogee Creek Nation Country. A lot's going on, and we were talking earlier about an event that we've kind of revived and lots of youth involved with it.
The Muskogee Creek Nation Youth Rodeo Association. It's something, as we talked about earlier, Neely, many years ago that was really thriving. It was an idea of some of our citizens. Now, an idea of some of our citizens to bring it back, revitalize it, get it going again. They're doing a fantastic job. I spoke with the president of that association, Mr. Harvey Fox. He does a wonderful job with our federal roads program, a great citizen, also from a great family around here. And Harvey is doing a wonderful job with this association. So proud of the work that he's doing there. And I talked with him at Bob Arrington Rodeo Arena about this Saturday's Play Day benefiting that association. Everybody go out. It's going to be a great event, and it's right here in Okmulgee. Out at the Bob Arrington Rodeo Arena on the Muskogee Creek Nation's Capitol Complex here in Okmulgee, and I am joined now with Mr. Harvey Fox. He is the president of the Muskogee Creek Nation Youth Rodeo Association. Harvey, you guys got a big event coming up out here today, actually.
Well, yeah, this week, Saturday, and we got this play day kicking off, and we got, events for the youth, pole bending, barrel racing, different little races.
Potato race?
Potato race as well.
What goes into that?
Well, you get a barrel on the other end, you put a couple of sacks on the top of the barrel, and the kid gets to ride by and grab the sack and run back, and the fastest time, qualifies for a ribbon,
All kinds of stuff going on, though. You said like 4 events, and I think first through fourth gets a ribbon.
That's correct.
A lot of things go into this, but tell us a little bit about the Creek Nation Youth Rodeo Association.
Well, we got together, and they used to have a little association years ago, and it kind of fell out, and then we decided to get a bunch of people together to get it back going again, something for the youth to do so they don't have to travel as far. Come here, stay home, stay out of trouble, have fun.
Absolutely. There's a lot of sports out there, too, that our Native kids get into. Why not rodeo, and it's and just another avenue for them. In fact, I think one of our young Native guys has recently made his first ride in the PBR, Professional Bull Rider Circuit, so there's some interest now. It's building up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he's doing very well. He's a part of the association as well, so yeah, he's a good little athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it takes a lot of dedication and a lot of time, effort, traveling, and really in rodeo, it does take resources, things like that. You guys probably come in with that too, and providing, where it's not too tough on them to come and have a good time at a rodeo.
Right. We just open it up to the Creek citizens plus, family, friends, and, to join our association, $10 per person and $25 for family. So, just come out, and we're looking for new members as well.
And you guys having events like this all the time, I'm sure.
Sure. We're looking forward to putting on play days and eventually full-fledged rodeos. But right now we want to start off with the youth and have something for them to do right now to build up to a full-fledged.
All right, everything getting started at 11 today, but we'll be going all day. So everybody come out. It's going to be a great event, and not too much. I think $5 get you in, or is that?
Well, no, we're not. Actually, we're going to let them come in and just come in and just patronize our concession stand.
Absolutely.
That's what we're looking forward to.
Great too.
Yeah.
And all proceeds go to the Muskogee Creek Nation Youth Rodeo Association.
That is correct.
All right, Mr. Harvey Fox, the president of that association. Thank you for being with us, man.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for your time.
You bet. All right, I want to thank Harvey Fox once again, and everybody, please go out there. All the proceeds there are going to benefit that association. Want to see a big turnout. Also want to see a big turnout, and I know you all are down there having a great time on the square today. Yep, watching us on the screen.
They're watching us, so hi.
Absolutely. At the Chili Fest, the Harvest Spoon Chili Festival. Many years it's been going on, and the city of Okmulgee does a great job with that. But now I think what's so unique for us and the city as well is this this enhanced partnership, and you see the Creek Nation as a huge sponsor of the festival this year.
That's right, and everything just centers right around the council house there. Everything's going on there, chili, entertainment, and everything's going.
You had me at chili.
I know.
The minute you said chili, I was like, I don't care about anything else she says. No, it's awesome, and actually you had a chance to go down and talk with some of the great people from Okmulgee Main Street and some of our people about this partnership.
I am here in the beautiful downtown Okmulgee in the historic Muskogee Creek Nation Council House. We're talking today about the 20th annual Okmulgee Harvest Chili Festival, and it's going on right now, and I have a couple of good folks here to talk about it with me. Joined with me is Justin Giles with the Muskogee Creek Nation Cultural Center and Archives, and I also have two folks from the Okmulgee Main Street Board, and I have Heather Sumner and Rusty Milroy, that is. First, Justin, tell me a little bit about our partnerships that we have going into this event and what this council house represents.
Sure. The council house, we are lucky and fortunate enough as a department to oversee the council house here and the grounds that surround it, which is the council house lawn. The council house is currently under a restoration or renovation project, which will hopefully start up here maybe late November. You know, those things tend to kind of shift schedules here, but before this place actually becomes a construction site, we want to make sure that we utilize the lawn area down here. And for all of us, whether we're Creek citizens or non-native Okmulgee citizens, the council house really is the downtown heartbeat. We want to make sure that this place is always alive with fellowship, community activities, festivals, cultural arts, food arts, all those sort of things. So this Chili Fest, and it's the Harvest Spoon Chili Fest that's going to be going on here now, is what's happening is another great way for us to, again, utilize the council house lawns to incorporate the activity with our community that surrounds us, again, before our native and non-native citizens come out here. And what we love to do is not only partnership with our community folks that come out here, but with the leaders in our communities. This is the Okmulgee Main Street group that we want to make sure that we're always partnering up with, because the further we can collaborate, the more of a community sense and community pride that we kind of instill and incorporate here. And the Chili Fest is another way for us to celebrate Okmulgee in itself. Its native side, its non-native side, the past, the present. You know, we're adding history to this too, so that as much as we can provide something to do downtown Okmulgee, the better we get people to come down here, hang out, know the history, know the groups that are involved with essentially bringing this place back more into prominence as it once was, and really enjoy a great afternoon and evening here. And teaming up with the Main Street folks, they're great folks to work with.
All right, thank you, Justin. And as he mentioned, the Chili Fest. Tell me a little bit what's left to do here this afternoon, because we already had the chili cook-off earlier today. What else can, what goes on?
We are actually, for the first time, doing building tours. We have 5 different buildings that are here on the square. We have the park, the MAC, we have the Commerce Building, the Kennedy Building, and then the Bell Building that we're going to be doing tours to kind of go along with our Okmulgee Rising. So that's new to this year, which is the 20th annual, so we thought we needed to kind of spice it up. So we've added the building tours, and that will be happening from 3 to 5.
Okay, and as you mentioned, this is kind of a revitalization type event with the chili.
It is. We have a downtown revitalization program going on right now. And to date, we've had about 6 buildings that have sold to interested investors that plan on doing great things upstairs and downstairs with their buildings. And 5 of those are going to be on the tour, and people can come down and see what they're looking for and see what's going to hopefully happen soon in downtown.
And those building tours are $5 a building, or you can do all 5, of course, for $25. But with that, you would get a Main Street membership for the year, which basically will just help keep you in contact with everything that's happening downtown, with all of the events and everything else. So it just kind of keeps everybody connected. So we hope that everybody will come out and support that. We'll also have a couple of bands playing. It's Cody Woody and the Woodpickers that evening, and then we're also going to have the Rear View Mirror Band. So we hope that you guys come out and enjoy the festival with us.
And we'll be here till 7:30. That's a cutoff when we're going to try to close things down, but we will be here till then.
Okay, so a little bit of something for everyone. The families bring them on out.
Oh yeah, something for everyone. We'll have inflatables for the kids to participate in, laser tag.
Pumpkin patch. We're going to have a pumpkin patch on the lawn, face painting, stuff like that.
Yeah, sponsored by Creek Nation, the pumpkin patch and face painting. So come on out, bring your family, come see us, listen to some great music, go through the buildings and see what we're doing in Okmulgee.
And one more thing, how important has it been to include the Muskogee Creek Nation with events like this?
It's been incredible. We've really enjoyed working with them. We really have. It started back when they had their Creek Festival in June, and they came to us and said, would you guys want to? We jumped on the chance, you bet. We've enjoyed our association with them very much.
That partnership is vital to the community as a whole. I mean, this is the heart of our community, and this is the Creek Nation capital. So, I mean, we have to collaborate. So we have been blessed and very thankful that they have came on board and helped us and been partners with us. So
sure.
We're looking forward to
They're a good group to work with. Yeah, they really are. A lot of fun.
And we have such a jewel of a backdrop here right now that we always want to showcase, right, Justin?
Yes, indeed. Again, this is one of the, if not the only pre-statehood building that is in existence still that predates statehood. That is now, again, fully run and owned by the Muskogee Creek Nation. Our staff is all Creek citizens, so it's really an honor for us to not only take care and look after this building, but it's got its legacy when it was outside of Creek Nation, meaning owned by the city of Okmulgee. So with those histories together, we're able to build and collaborate, as we're seeing with these partnerships between our department, Creek Nation, and the Main Street folks, to really utilize that history in a positive aspect. And that's what we want. We want a community building here, and that's what this place is. That's what this heartbeat is. The building represents all of that here. So the more we can bring attention to this history, the better we bring attention to Okmulgee itself, and then that's all of our citizen stuff here. And we want to have people to enjoy and have fun. Again, like we got pumpkin patch, face painting, music, art, food, all that. That's what people enjoy, and that's what human beings love to do. Eat and have fun. So that's
yes.
what we're looking to do.
I agree with you there. All right, thank you, Justin, and thank you, Rusty and Heather, for joining us today. And again, if you don't have anything to do for the rest of this afternoon, come on out to the 20th annual Okmulgee Harvest Spoon Chili Festival. Things are going to wrap up around 7:30, so we hope to see you there. And I want to say a big thank you to Rusty, Heather, and Justin for coming out and taking time to explain a little bit about what's going on out there. Thank you. Big thank you to the Okmulgee Main Street people.
Yeah, and we hope that you all are having a great time out there at the Chili Fest. And you know what? It's this year. I can already wait till next year. I'm excited for some chili, and I can't wait for this to be just a big event every year. So I'll be out there and having a good old time. All right. Well, moving right along. You know, I went over to the Dome this week because the Native American Fitness Council was in town, a national organization, do a great job, was recently awarded, recognized by President Obama. You know, it's a wellness initiative going on all throughout the country, all throughout Indian country. Tribes are really starting to pick up the reins and get to work as far as making sure our people are healthy and things like that. And our coordinator, Roger Johnson, Recreation here at Creek Nation, doing a fantastic job with the Dome. He had the Native American Fitness Council to the Dome for a workshop, and I definitely had to cover it.
Members of the Native American Fitness Council, based in Flagstaff, Arizona, traveled to Okmulgee this week for a training seminar at the Muskogee Dome.
We're doing a Walking Strong program, an adult and elderly exercise program. I think it's one of our great programs that we have, and we're here to train the people in Oklahoma because some of them have trouble traveling to Arizona.
For Council Director of Training Brian Laban, working with Muskogee Creek Nation Recreation as host of the event was something that came together naturally and has been a great experience.
We met Roger at one of our trainings in Flagstaff. He attended one of our trainings and was very eager to bring us out to Oklahoma. So we took him up on his offer and ended up here.
The Native American Fitness Council specializes in exercise education, not just through its certification programs in Arizona, but by traveling out to Native communities and sharing the instruction.
We have our main trainings. We have about 3 times a year in Flagstaff. Then we also do kind of like in-service training. We go to different communities. We've been all over. We've been to Seminole. Went there to do actually this training, Walking Strong training. So a lot of different places. They bring us in and we do different programs for them, exercise programs or motivational talks too.
Training sessions, like the one conducted here, focus on the basic principles: balance, posture, injury prevention, all important aspects for these tribal fitness coordinators to take back to their citizens.
This is really the foundation and a lot of the core concepts of exercise and fitness is everybody just wants to go hard. Everybody either does cardio or lifts, and that's great. But those are some of the concepts of fitness. But posture is one that most people don't exercise or do that kind of training. Balance is another. Flexibility is another. Coordination is another. And we built those core concepts first, and then we can start exercising so people don't get injured and they can have a better life.
Well, for us, it's very pleasing today because we do work with a lot of our elders, and sometimes they're limited in what they can do. It's not like we want to go them in a full-fledged fitness, wellness, go to gym type of atmosphere. So being able to train and walking is something they can do, and something they can progress in, and maybe take that a step further. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with walking, and I think that's the Walking Strong program here, showing us things they can do for balance and flexibility and resistance training, and just adding on to what we're already doing.
Started in 2004 by 3 people, the Native American Fitness Council was an idea born out of necessity to tailor fitness needs to the Native community.
We started with myself, Brian Laban, and John Believerneck. He has a lot of experience coming out of the Chicago area and training professional athletes. And we have another person, Alfreda Barton, and she has a lot of experience. She runs a wellness center out of Fort Defiance in Arizona. But she was doing a Native American program for ACES program, I think, and she was aerobics instructor. I think they were doing at that time. So we picked her up. Well, we all 3 got together and offered these programs that a lot of people in Indian country need. When we first started, there's nobody catering to natives, and then I think that was one of the challenges, because this being a small company out there catering to something very specific, and you couldn't get the word out. But more people that are starting to go that way, like N7 has a huge following. Hands is another one. They have a huge following, and talking more about fitness, and talking about diabetes prevention and obesity, heart diseases, all the things that can be cured through exercise and fitness and healthy lifestyles. The more people are getting knowledge about it, it's making things much more easier.
The council depends on tribes to advance its goals nationally. Working with and visiting the Muskogee Creek Nation this week, they have come away extremely impressed and assisted by the tribe's commitment and efforts to the wellness of its people. It's a growing trend in Indian country.
This facility is awesome. Roger is awesome, and you're starting to see that more in the communities. These champions are rising up. And Roger's a champion in this community, and being able to get this facility open up for the people here is awesome, and we would love to see that happen all over the place.
And moving right along in our program, we're actually coming to our last feature of the day. And I don't want to say we saved the best for last, but definitely that could be the case here, because we're talking about things that mean so much to us, our Indian people and our elders. And AARP do such a wonderful job of honoring them in Oklahoma City. And you had a chance to go up, and definitely a personal night for you too. But it's a great thing for you to be able to be there and document it for us.
That's right. There was at least 50 inductees, and one of them happens to be my father. So it was a great night for the entire family. My family was there, as well as many of the other families. The whole room was filled, at least 600 people there. So a big night for a lot of families there.
Lot of families, as you said, a lot of people that we know in Indian country. As I think I said last week, a who's who, and it really was. But it's a great thing to be able to not only recognize the things that our citizens are doing, but especially our elders. And we want to thank AARP for that. We hope you enjoyed this.
Out of 50 tribal elders honored, 7 are Muskogee Creek. Susie Morgan spent half of a century as a registered nurse. She remains active in the tribe, volunteering at the Muskogee Creek Nation and at her chapter in Oklahoma City. Susie participates in tribal panels and seminars and enjoys teaching classes, which include making traditional Creek dresses, moccasins, jewelry, and basket weaving. Scott Roberts is an award-winning potter who still uses primitive methods and styles of the ancient people. He has studied anthropology and history of the Mississippian mound building cultures for more than 40 years. In 2012, one of his pieces was presented to President Barack Obama during his visit to Oklahoma. Lucinda Lewis Tiger is the eldest member of the Alabama Quasarty and the matriarch of her family. She has been involved with tribal and community affairs for more than 45 years. She was part of a contingency that traveled to Washington, D.C. in 1976 that set the precedence for all tribes to be able to elect their own leaders. Elizabeth Trickey began her political role when she was appointed to the Thoploco Business Committee for several terms. Her firm voice and passionate stance on issues she believes in is an outstanding feature of her political tribal career. Duke Soodle Jr. is not a Creek tribal member, however, is married to Cherry Francis, who is full-blood Creek. He is also my father. He was the only minister selected from the 2014 class. He pastors the same church my grandfather helped start years ago in Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. Duke retired from the BIA after more than 30 years of service. He's known for fostering athletic careers of young Native American athletes.
And I also wanted to mention 3 of the honorees that weren't mentioned in the story that you just saw: Sina Bird Creek, Arthur James, and Turner Scott. So a great night for all of these families at the AARP event.
Muskogee Creek Nation well represented, 7 honorees and 8 if you count Duke Soodle's wife.
That's right.
Yeah, right? Yeah, definitely. He married up. You know, he did a good job there. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a great thing. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to all of them. It's such a wonderful thing. And definitely, speaking of wonderful things, folks, you've got 3 events we told you about here that are going on today, right now, that you still have plenty of time to get out to. Go out to the Bob Arrington Rodeo Arena. Help support the Muskogee Creek Nation Youth Rodeo Association. Go out to the Chili Festival.
Yeah, that's right.
Chili to
Even though that part is already over, the chili part, but there's still lots going on.
Entertainment. I think they got bands going on.
Live entertainment.
Yeah, and us on the big screens out there. Want to say hi again. But no, we have the Hall of Fame Gala too. I mean, it's going to be a great thing. Yeah. It's a lot of people going to be there, and a lot of people in their Sunday best. So.
That's right, and of course we will have all of the highlights in our next edition.
You got it. So if you can't catch us here on CW, we love it when you catch us right here on our home. But if you can't catch us here, always go to our online channel, YouTube, Native News Today. Go to Facebook, check us out on there, tell us what you think, and go to Twitter. Keep up with what we're doing throughout the week. And for Neely Soodle, I'm Jason Salzman. This has been Native News Today. We'll see you guys next week.